Hello, I'm Sky Moore, and this segment is on pre-sale financing, which is the classic bedrock for film financing. This is how you raise most of your money. This is what the industry has worked on for the last 40 years. You need to know the basics of how it works. So here's the basics. You have your script. You have somebody attached. You go to the film markets and you pre-sell your film. And usually that is in connection with a sales agent, helps you do this, or a sales agent does it with you. And you sell to the foreign distributors their right to buy your film once it's done. So let's assume that you have a $10 million budget. That's what you think your film will cost. You'll sell German rights for $1 million. You'll sell Japanese rights for $1 million. You'll sell UK rights for maybe $800,000. And now you have all these contracts from all these foreign distributors. And they're agreeing to pay you on delivery. They're not agreeing to pay you now, but they will pay you on delivery. So you have a bunch of paper, all right? Now, how do you turn that paper into cash? Because you need cash, not paper, to make your film. So what you do is you wander down with your paper to a bank, and you say, "Dear bank, look at all my great paper that I have." And the bank will say, "Well, okay, that's nice, but we'd like them to basically rip up that paper and sign a new paper, what's called a notice of assignment, where the foreign distributors agree to pay the bank, now, not you." So that's why it's called a notice of assignment. You're assigning the right to payment to the bank. They will agree to pay the bank when the bank shows up with a completed film, and often overriding whatever in the distribution agreements. The bank now will loan money, but their bank's next biggest concern is, what if the film isn't made? The answer to that is you go to a completion guarantee company, and you get a completion guarantee that guarantees to the bank that the film will either be completed, in which case it will be delivered to the foreign distributors and they will pay the bank, happy day for the bank, or if the film is not delivered, the completion guarantor will pay the bank the amount of the loan. So from the bank's perspective, it's covered either way. It's covered whether the film is delivered by the distributors or not, and now the bank is willing to give you the money to finance your film. If you take an average film, and I'm just pick a budget of $10 million, on a happy day, you will be able to do pre-sales of as much as 70% of your budget, so you might be able to pre-sell $7 million. The bank will typically hold back a reserve for expenses and other things, and they might loan you $6 million. And so for your $10 million film, the bulk of your money is coming from the bank loan, $6 million, and your challenge in film financing is to cover the balance, and we call that the gap. So the difference between $10 million and $6 million is the $4 million gap. That's the big challenge of film financing, and we'll cover that in a different segment.